At Cardiff, what we are trying to do is to understand the disease mechanisms underlying Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease and Huntington's dementia, and follow up from the strong findings that we and others have made in genetics, understanding genetic susceptibility of these diseases. At the moment, we're in the sort of startup phase, so we're recruiting people in from the UK and from outside, and we have some really enthusiastic young scientists that are joining us. So we're trying to look at a variety of different components, potentially of Alzheimer's disease, for example. Over the last few years, immunity has become prominent as a component of Alzheimer's disease. We're going to have a big focus on immunity within the UK DRI at Cardiff. Well, I think over the last few years, we've all been a little disappointed about the clinical trials not succeeding in Alzheimer's disease. And I think what our genetic results are telling us, when we have about 30 loci that we now know are associated with common Alzheimer's disease, they're telling us it's a more complex disorder. It's not one thing going wrong, there are a number of things going wrong to push you into a disease state. And the genetics is giving us ideas about what those pathways are. What we don't know are the details, what exactly is going wrong in these pathways, and that's our next step. So one of the interesting things that we found from our genetic findings is that we're now able to predict those that are most likely to develop Alzheimer's disease, and conversely those that are least likely to develop the disease. And this is a very important tool for science, because we can identify those at highest risk. We can look at them in their 30s, 40s, 50s. We know that the disease starts 10, 15 years before you see any cognitive symptoms. We want to get in at the earliest stages. We want to understand the disease at its beginning, and the genetic results are giving us the tool to allow us to do that. So we can image people there. We can create stem cells from individuals at high risk and model disease together, because it's about different things going wrong at the same time, rather than looking at one thing on its own. That's what we want to do, and genetics gives us the ability now to do that in a variety of ways.